And welcome back in, everybody. We are back with more Rocket League action. However, we have a bit of a monumental game incoming. We're going to take a bit of a detour from No Man's Land. St. Clair and Oakland actually are going to meet in the CCA. So kind of like maybe a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have a team you're playing in CCA on stage with you in a very, very meaningful game, trying to progress through that winner's bracket. So we're going to have a best of 5 in our hands, and we have some real stakes on the line.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, if you aren't aware, the CCA Open is basically just a tournament that allows everyone the chance to compete, and it really is the best of the best for those that did not qualify for CRL. Of course, CRL is also just wrapping up, so everything is really on the line here, mainly because of the fact we have the LCQ coming up, which of course St. Clair already qualified for. Also, we have Worlds coming up shortly after that, and of course the $20,000 prize pool, which is always very nice. The CCA Open is always huge because you get some of the best teams that really get to compete against each other, and we're going to be able to see it live here, which is a very rare for a CCA Open. So
I'm not sure when the stars are going to align, when two other schools are going to be able to make this work. Maybe in 10 years when having a facility is kind of the new standard for a lot of these bigger schools. But yeah, CCA, we see it every single week on the Saints broadcast. Basically, usually dominates our weekends. Or the CCA Saturdays, the CCA Sundays. Like you said, the best of the best outside of CRL. Saints team, once upon a time, they were deep in that CRL run, made it to that 3rd, 4th spot at Worlds. So this is a team, this is a school that high expectations. They always want to come out on top playing CCA. Oakland, though, no slouches in their own right. And playing on stage especially, I wonder if, the Saints might have a slight edge just based on the fact that our Rocket League team has played on there probably 2 or 3 dozen times already. But Oakland, very, very strong team, definitely can upset the apple cart here.
For sure. And one important thing to note is that this is a best of 5.
Yes.
While we previously currently for No Man's Land are running a best of 3s for group stage, CCA Open, especially later on in the bracket, because this is the either upper semifinals or winners finals, one or the other, it will be a best of 5. Now, one important thing to note is that St. Clair, especially when it comes to the CCA Open, has consistently made it really, really deep in these runs.
You're going to bring up how we do in the finals, or are we going to just avoid it?
I'll leave it, okay? I'm mentioning the consistency here, okay? Which is the most important part, is that St. Clair, they are very consistent. They're the Bills. They've made, the four Super Bowls
too, so that's
in a row, right? So, I think that when it comes to it, they'll be able to show that consistency here because they're with it. Now, we are, of course, running with Quint, Ramen, and Spoods, who will be in for us this evening. And, of course, on the Oakland side, we have Whale from Mizzou. Great player, and I'm very happy to see him finding success over at Oakland, as well as Raz, which is, standing the test of time, always part of Oakland. And the always fantastic Jay Wismont also on the Oakland side. So it should be an interesting matchup. I think we're just still getting the lobby ready, but honestly, I'm excited. This is really great because, even when it comes to CRL lands, we don't get many of them. In fact, we if you just saw it,
2?
There's
Worlds and
Worlds, and then Worlds back then,
and
then so definitely very rare for us. But we also have the chance to see it happening now, as well as a couple months from now. We have the CRL World Championship, which did get announced. It will be at DreamHack Dallas this year, which they definitely did not spoil early. DreamHack, what are you doing? No, I'm kidding. But it will be a pretty great event. I went last year. Super great. Awesome to see. And it's where I met, a lot of St. Clair for the first time. And, it's always fun.
Yeah, I got to make my way down there this year. We got to make a huge school trip, get down to Worlds, at least scope out the place, see what's going on. I think I saw the name on the CCA side. One thing I had to note, Oakland's team name was Oakland Esports Episode 25, The Last Dance. I'm not sure if that's implying anything, if they're on their 98 MJ arc where this is like that last dance, like we're going to go out, we're going to try to go out on top. One way or the other, though, they are here to play CCA Open on LAN for the first time ever. St. Clair take it on Oakland. We are underway.
And this is essentially the number 1 and 2 seed in No Man's Land at the moment playing. I think everyone is watching, wanting to see how these two perform against each other. Remember, this could also theoretically, if everything goes, the way that the bracket is intended, this might even be our grand finals for No Man's Land. So we get a sneak peek as Spoon Spoods will be able to put one in early to give St. Clair the lead.
Yeah, Spoods, he's been that consistent stronghold for the Saints these last couple years. I used to call him the glue guy, kind of holding things together, always makes the right play. He's been fantastic at finding these goals the last little while as well. Saints, 30 seconds in, exactly the kind of start you're looking for, especially, right? Yes, No Man's Land did have some on the line, but no CCA going to have that much more, and I believe somebody just got shocked into the ether potentially.
Oh, so looks like we did get a DC. Unfortunate stuff, but I believe as per rules, because the DC happened after Spoods shot his first goal, that means that oh, wait, are they just going?
I think he loaded back in right away, if I'm not mistaken, unless
so
they're having some kind of scrim.
Normally in this event, you would usually see either someone giving a pause, or we would maybe see like
they're all back in. They loaded back in.
But it looks like they are all back in. However, St. Clair's goal will still be allowed as per the rules because it did happen before the DC. So let's see if Quint can do it again here, but no, we'll be 50'd away by Oakland.
Yeah, now Oakland going to try to get this pressure off the Saints. Trying to see if they can find some kind of setup there. Spoods going to send it back. Quint going to get bumped off the mark there. Ramen kind of waiting around that midline, deciding, do I want to go take the chance on offense? Do I want to stay back on these rotations? Oh, he's going to take this ball to the net. Trying to find the setup, man. That is a beautiful contest from Oakland, though. Trying to keep that ball out of the net. Being down 1-0 early, luckily, this is best of 5 territory. So if you have a bit of a slow start to game 1, ultimately not going to spell disaster for your series.
Yeah, however, going down early is never good for the momentum. So Oakland looking to keep that pressure. Jay was with some good 50s. Spoods. Oh, get it back. Raz will be able to put one on, but Ramen is just barely there in time.
Yeah, Whale, though, on the second touch, another save by Quint there. So right now, Oakland, they are threatening from all angles. The Saints, luckily, able to keep that net closed now. They're going to send this one back across midfield. Raj trying to find the pass across. Going to get denied there. Now Quint going to take up to the wall there. Going to try to find the follow. Whale, though, is going to be that first man there. 50 in the air. Going to go the way of Spoods, though. Trying to set up Ramen. That ball a little bit too fast there to control for Ramen. Now Raz up to that right side wall. Trying to get something going. Runs out of boost. Still trying to find that second touch. Just not going to be able to. And Spood's going to try to alleviate the pressure.
It's interesting to see how Whale has developed into this roster. Oakland, you know, I think after J-Cube left, also shout out to J-Cube, he's on the stage currently.
Yeah, I thought I saw him earlier, yeah.
Yeah, he's here. He's a great dude, and was one of the anchors for Oakland, but he did graduate after the World Championship. Ramen looking to put one through, nearly getting it. Baraz will have to reach for it. St. Clair almost extending their lead. As I was mentioning, I mean, Whale, he's been able to be an anchor for his Mizzou teammates when he was over there. Now he's transferred over to Oakland to have a real chance. Unfortunately, they didn't qualify for CRL this time around. However, if everything goes well, we'll see them in LCQ, and I believe they could really do some damage.
Yeah, there's so many of these. That's why CRL is, like, I would say probably the most prestigious collegiate league to get into, because every single team that makes it is top tier, absolutely world class, but there's still realistically 10 to 12 teams that could probably have made it if they had a better day of Rocket League, that are going to be kind of in that bubble, trying to work their way and having that mentality to try to fight through. Quint going to fight through. Jay was there, going to take him down with a demo. Nothing to come on the backside of it, though. Ramen now going to wait for this ball to get played out. Quint making that save up on top of the crossbar, sending that one. Going to pop that one up in front of the net, though. Looks like Spoods was there for the follow. Oakland right now trying to hold this midline. You still got a minute 10 to play with, but haven't found that first goal just yet.
No, but Whale will take in the defensive half. You can see St. Clair, they're trying to keep that midfield pressure, and Spoods plays around. Jaywiz slots it in. No issue for the boy in green.
Yeah, nice little setup to himself there. The self-assist, he's going to find that one, bury that one far side. Jaywiz just did not have the boost or the time to get across there. Make that save. 2-0 lead for the Saints. 62 seconds left to play. If you're Oakland, yes, you have some time. Yes, the game is far from over, but you got to start making things happen. The Saints, I think just from eye test, they seem to be out shooting Oakland, and if Oakland is getting these shots, it's that one-off. They're not really able to cycle that ball, find that rebound, get the dirty goals that they're looking for. Saints just trying to play this time, knock this ball as far into that gray zone as possible.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Christian, who's also in chat. He's at home visiting some family.
My classmate.
As well as Zeta, who is one of the admins for CCA and a good friend. How you doing, Zeta? I'm glad you're watching here, because of course we also have the national championships going on for CRL, which is a very, very important. I think that will determine a lot of things going forward. I know that there's a lot of stakes going on, but Whale will put one on, just barely saved by Ramen.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go. Oakland, game one looking like it might be cooked here. Quint playing this one off the ceiling. 10 seconds to play. It's got to be now or never if you're Oakland. That is a decent little pass. The back tap, not going to be enough to follow, though. This ball's got just a few more moments before it touches down. The Saints, though, they want to add insult to injury, maybe. Listen, if you're going to potentially play a team twice today, you want to try to chip away at the mental as much as possible. But game one will go the Saints' way of the CCA best of 5.
Well, listen, St. Clair have a lot of matches left. Well, both these teams have a lot of matches left to play ahead of them. They have a full group stage. I don't know if any of them have actually played any of their matches off stream. I don't think so.
Probably not
but
with CCA,
when it comes to it, I think that, you know, they want to put all of it in. Of course, it's an important match. It's in winners. So they want to be able to continue as well in their actual LAN event that they're competing for prize money too. So we'll see probably a lot being put out, but I think that we'll see a lot more aggressive play as time goes on.
Spoods! Oh, buddy.
I see that grin. I see it, Spoods. Oh, disgusting!
Lulled him to sleep and then woke him up with authority. The demo and the goal. Spoods smiling ear to ear after that one. And how could you not? 7 seconds into game 2 and you score like that, trying to put the stamp on this series early on.
Yeah, at the moment, I think the boys are feeling it. It's early in the day still, and they still have all their energy, maybe sipping some Tims. But at the moment, they need to extend this lead because a 1-0 lead is fine, but if you can get a nice insurance goal as well, even if it's off the back of Spoods, that will always make things slightly more comfortable.
Yeah, Oakland gonna try to threaten back the other way now, try to get this offense finally cycling into something material. Raw's gonna find the bump and the net's wide open, and just like that, a nice little set play in front of the crease. A little bit of demolition to be found as well, but they're gonna find that goal. They're gonna find a 1-1 tie now. Beautiful job to get back in nice and quick.
Yeah, this is where I think Raz really likes to be, is being that disruptor within the St. Clair half, really taking it to that defensive rotation, eliminating players, making it an easier equation for players like Whale to do, and he might find another one here. It'll go too high, but Raz will put one on. It will be saved by Spoods. J-Wiz looks to get the second, but it will be knocked away and cleared by St. Clair.
Yeah, I know I said Spoods lulled them to sleep, but Oakland, they are awake and they are fighting now, finding that tying up goal, and now they're trying to put this pressure back on the Saints. We're seeing a whole lot of back and forth there. The Saints trying to find the bumps. This ball trapped in purgatory right now near that midline. Quint gonna try to make a read on this one. He's gonna beat J-Wiz to it. Now he's gonna try to find the pass across the crease. No one there to receive though. Ramen just a little bit too far up. A little bit of boost to his name. Oh, double commit from the Saints. Oakland, maybe a window to open things up here. They're gonna find this pass off the backboard. The Saints, luckily there to make that read. Any double commit in your zone is always very, very scary time.
Yep, absolutely. Baraz might not even care, almost getting the dunk as well. So we are still tied with 3:20 remaining. Oakland trying to keep that midfield control, prevent any counterattacks from St. Clair from happening too strong. Looks like they're doing a decent job of it. Whale will be able to collect the boost. J-Wiz looking for a pass, can't get it quick enough. Raz will be on the retreat. Whale as well, rotating all the way back. Will be there, will be knocked away, no. Whale will get the save, keeping Oakland in it for the time being.
Yeah, now the Saints trying to get that counterattack going. There's the bump, gonna try to follow. That is a long-range shot from way downtown. Quint from all the way from Germany and into the back of the Oakland net. He's gonna find that goal, gonna increase this lead back to 1 for these Saints, and doesn't get better than that. The nice little top spin on that one to bury that one in the right side.
Quint, Deutschland is calling and they want the ball back. Now, Oakland down by 1, will look to get back in this game. Might be able to get it here, and Raz will making that goal seem like nothing just happened. We're back to a tie game.
I mean, that is the dichotomy of Rocket League. Score an amazing goal, immediately surrender it back the other way. It happened with the Saints' first goal as well. It took mere seconds for Oakland to get back on the board, and now we're going to see how long of a break again before we end up seeing this third goal. Both of these teams, though, I think that game 1 feeling out process is over. Both these teams, the engines are warm. They are ready to play it. The Saints, though, almost overheating in front of their own net there.
Yeah, careful as well from the St. Clair side. Don't want any double commits. But this one nearly redirects as well. I saw the sauce coming. It didn't manifest at the moment, but that one nearly did. J-Wiz barely knocking it away in time. Whale, you can see him. He's looking for that bump. Demo trying to create some space for the Oakland sign, trying to disperse that defensive rotation, and just as easily, St. Clair will be on the transition, but you can see Oakland, they have no boost to work with. Raz just solo carrying it up all the way, seeing what they can get away with.
Yeah, Oakland trying to keep this one buried in the zone, trying to find that second, third chance they've been looking for. They're going to pop this one up one more time. Spoods getting credited with a save on that one. Now this ball right in front of the Saints crease. Spoods go headhunting though. He's going to find the demo, and they might be able to have a small window here to try to find something. He is going to respawn though. He is going to come back and make that play, trying to spike this ball down. Ramen going to follow from the wings, off the backboard. No Saints there to quite follow up. Going to be a retreat, try to play that possession game, get this full boost and see what you can get cooking downfield. Oakland though, oh, forget all that. Jay-Wiz said, yoink, I'll put that one in. Thanks for the lead.
If you know how aggressive Oakland is being, if you can see how desperate they are, it's never a good idea to try and take a controlled approach in your own defensive half. I mean, sure, maybe in the corner you're a little bit safer, but anywhere in front of your net you absolutely don't want to do. And so Jay-Wiz taking advantage. Maybe he got lucky. You could argue he did. I don't care. But at the end of the day, the score is still the same. Oakland taking the lead 3-2.
What do they say about luck when opportunity meets skill? Something like that?
How about when opportunity strikes, more like Ramen? He'll be able to put one through, and St. Clair on the back foot.
Yeah, Quint trying to get this going toward the middle there. That net might be a little bit open, but the follow, oh, the angle was so close, but Ramen able to bury that one home. Gonna knot things up. Always good to see smiles from all the boys. Listen, they're used to playing on stage. Oakland, though, first time, and I'll tell you what, they are putting on a hell of a performance, but we have a tie ball game. Buck 17 left now. The way both of these teams have played, honestly, this game could go absolutely any which way.
Honestly, I think at this point we can see Oakland, they're warmed up as well. St. Clair, I mean, I'm finding a bit more defensive mistakes coming through, but I think the offense is just super tight at the moment. We've been able to see them execute on any side of the field and really do well. But so far, Oakland taking advantage of these 50s. No backboard defense there. We'll be struggling. Whale looking to get a pass off to Oakland. Jay-Wiz nearly gets it.
Yeah, that is a beautiful set play. You can see Oakland now, that pressure you were talking about. If you're the Saints, you found that long-range goal from Quint from way downtown. You have to try to play that counterattack, maybe find that demo, set up one of these long-range shots. Quint is absolutely headhunting right now. Ramen not able to grab possession. Yeah, trying to clear that net out. You only need one goal right now, 30 seconds left. That last goal would put you in such a dominant position. Oakland, though, they've got words to say about that. They're going to try to take this one down to the corner. It is a pile up in the corner right now, but Roz ends up coming away with it, but the pass just can't find the mark. Still 15 seconds to operate, though.
Yeah, I think we're seeing St. Clair. They're getting a little bit awkward in that defensive rotation where no one is able to meet anyone and 50 those approaches off that back wall, which I think is going to hurt them. Jay-Wiz is going to put it up high. Roz is going to have to challenge. Jay-Wiz rotates back. Can we see anyone
boost
there? Jay-Wiz, he's going to collect the boost. Man is going to go for it. Can Oakland get anything of it? Spoods is going to knock it up high, and just as quickly Oakland will put it to the floor, and we have overtime.
Yeah, a fitting way to kick off this CCA series, or rather, I guess it is game 2, but overtime dictates how this game is going to finish. Quint trying to get the reset, maybe try to get that pass toward the corner. Not going to be able to find that follow. Spoods next one there. He's got some boost. He's got some space. Do you have a goal in you? The flick. The down tap can't find it, though. Ra's going to shut the door. Oakland going to stay alive, but the Saints, they are taking bodies right now this game. The pass over the middle, the shot, the connection, the goal for Spoods, and the game 2 win for the Saints.
And this is exactly what St. Clair has executed time after time. It's that midfield counterattack, being able to pass it to the centering man. Oakland just struggling to get that cutoff in that midfield to prevent those chances from happening. It's time after time, it's continued to happen every single time, almost every single time it's worked. Yeah. Only once did Oakland really kind of get the read on it, but I think they're starting to realize it now. Jay-Wiz smiles on his face, is really wanting to carry it through as we go into game 3.
Yeah, that's the thing too. You have to make a read on your opponent. In Oakland, they were putting some serious pressure, like a weighted blanket basically laying on top of the Saints. You got to find some way to break the pressure. And yeah, playing that control game when you're getting swarmed, like it's like a swarm of bees coming on the backside there. There's just not really any way out of that zone. Now though, game 3 Oakland, you got to set up the reverse sweep. We've seen a fair amount of reverse sweeps just in esports in general the last 2 weeks. So honestly, anything is possible.
I know exactly what you're referencing.
I casted a reverse sweep in Valorant for CVAL Grand Finals 2 back-to-back weeks.
Wow.
Okay. And Rocket League, I was watching the streams too. It was nuts.
Yeah, we had SDSU, of course, getting reverse swept by Fisher College, which was, I'm sure, to a lot of West fans, really disappointing.
Yeah.
Not surprising, though. Now, we are back into game 3. Oakland struggling to find their feet, though they're keeping it close. St. Clair just at the moment with the clutch gene and looking to make it final with this last game.
I will say, I think I've casted as many minutes in overtime as I have regulation with these Saints teams. The last 2 years I've been just gradually shaving away years off my life. We've had 9-minute overtimes. We've had more Game 7s than I could put in a spreadsheet. So this team, they've been in a lot of these situations. You know, Spoods, he was there over at Worlds helping finish in that very, very high placement. So he's played on stage in the big moments. It can show in some of these moments as well when he just travels that ball through the air so gracefully. Oakland right now, though, trying to get things going back the other way and win this first game.
Yeah, but also remember, Oakland was also at that World Championship where we saw Jaywiz and Raz, and sure, they didn't make semis, but they did make quarters. Yeah. Were able to handle that pressure as well. However, need to see St. Clair. To be fair, also Quint was there, but he also went out of group, so I'm not going to talk about that because that's mean.
We love Quint.
I love Quint,
we love
you
Quint.
know. Europe, on the other hand, I don't know.
NA, baby.
It's just the NA CRL div, you know, but it's fair to
Region
play.
gap.
Region gap, you know, but that is a great dunk. Whale almost getting one there. Jaywiz looking to get another one. However, St. Clair consistently put on the back foot due to Oakland's pressure at this point. I think it's only going to be a matter of time for Oakland to find their target, but good defense from Spoods.
Yeah, and one thing from this Saints team, we have seen time and time again, when they take so many shots back-to-back, when they're absorbing pressure, they slowly start to melt as the course of a game goes on. Usually, they can hold on for 2.5, 3 minutes, and then sometimes it ends up being a 2 to 3 goal swing in the span of about 30, 40 seconds. So this is a situation they've been in. They have to be mindful of that. It's kind of been their one Achilles heel, is just not being able to get that counterattack going sometimes and trying to find those goals back the other way. But this game right now, I mean, 2.5 minutes in, nothing just yet. No one there for the follow. Such a beautiful setup, too.
Oh, flip reset pass, but no, okay. St. Clair willing to pull off it. Also, hi, Jared. How you doing? St. Clair looking to find their target just past halfway point at the moment. Oakland just kind of unga-booging towards the ball, seeing what works for them. But Ramen trying to fake out the defense from Oakland. I'm sorry, Ramen, but you're not Spoods at this very moment. We'll see if you can do it. Raz backing off, letting St. Clair take possession. Jaywiz cutting off that rotation.
Oh, nice shot.
Shot on, off the crossbar, and Raz will be able to get it through. Fantastic.
Yeah, bar down for Oakland. They're going to get that first goal of Game 3. Not a moment too soon as well. You got to start to chip away at that 2-0 lead. No better way to do that than to play basically a flawless game defensively, because you haven't really had to play defense. You've just been playing offense, dictating the pace as often as you can. Ramen, oh my goodness, the back flip into the top corner. What a beauty from the kid. And the Saints are going to tie things up quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yep, this is a very cheeky, a la kind of what Julian did in the last series, but pretty close. Regardless, back to a tie game, just under 2 minutes remaining. If St. Clair win this, they take the series and continue on and open, but Oakland wants to prevent that from happening. Jaywiz trying to keep it in that green half. So far, I love how Spoods was just, he wasn't immediately rotating. He was waiting for his teammate to follow up. A shot just wide. Spoods will look to keep it in play, taking that 100, getting the flick over one, looking for a bump for another, but Raz will get it out.
That was always my thing with Spoods. Mechanically, extremely gifted, extremely talented, but he is the most selfless Rocket League player. We talked earlier just joking about like how egotistical some Rocket League players can be. Spoods has always been so selfless, whether it's coach, player, subbing in, doing whatever he has to do, but then when the big moments come, he shows up and he shows out. Right now, the Saints would love one more of those huge moments. Ramen and Quint have been playing phenomenally alongside him a lot of this semester. And last, that is a nice shot from Oakland, trying to break up the pressure. The demo too. The Saints were able to find that clear though. Should buy them a couple seconds on the respawn.
Whale trying to get the pass over to Jaywiz, but that's really smart from St. Clair to cut it off. Ramen get a decent 50. Ooh. That is a great demo, but no clear. Back pass to Spoods, however, who's going to keep it to the side, trying to prevent that 50 to Jaywiz, which is very smart. Spoods going to look for the flip reset shot. Oh. Raz will be there just in time.
Yeah, a lot of shots back and forth. Both these teams really want to try to drive this second goal and end things off. That is going to be a tap over from Jaywiz. Now Whale trying to find that little back touch, try to keep that ball in that green zone. Now it's going to be Raw's next man up. Quint going to be there to follow. A little bit of boost to play with. There's that flick. Trying to get something going toward the net. The demo, though, he's going to take out Raw's rather. Spooge trying to set something up over the middle. Not going to quite connect for the shot there. Ramen still working away underneath this net, trying to starve away that boost, because in all likelihood, overtime potentially on the horizon, although I've seen enough Rocket League games to never say never with how this game can go. Spoods. It's the last chance for St. Clair to try to end this one. In regulation, I may have spoken too soon, but theoretically, OT we go.
Yeah, and I think it's smart for Oakland to let it go to OT rather than anything else. But we are in overtime. Once again, if St. Clair takes it, they will be moving on in the bracket in winners. Oakland won't be out of it yet. They will be in losers, but it is a long path to go, and that one nearly finds its way through. Quinch just barely getting there in time, and Roz look to collect that midfield boost. Whale trying to get the dunk. Oh, what a flip! St. Clair, do you have it? No, it'll go to the side and nearly sneaking it through. Ramen tries once again. Quint, do you have the sauce? Looking to get a pass over to a teammate. Looks like St. Clair, they're going to play passive at the moment. Wait for Oakland to commit a mistake before they can pounce.
Yeah, 40 seconds in, so much action back and forth. There's a little pile up in the middle, though. Now it's going to be Spooge trying to take it himself. Whale, though, great read on the ball, is going to be the one there. Going to win that 50 as well. A lot of bumping going on between both of these teams. Not wanting to give an inch. Oakland trying to threaten the Saints, though. They're going to send it right back down. Now can they find the setup? Spooge going to find a shot on net. The bump in net as well. Quint, can he have the time to follow, though? The second touch.
Jay was
counterattack, though. The shot across just a little bit wide. Tried to skirt around the defender. Doesn't find the home. We are a minute 20 in, no signs of slowing down.
They'll nearly find its target. Jaywiz and Spoods with a great defensive presence to recognize Jaywiz playing that advanced first player. However, St. Clair will be back on the offense. At the moment, I think both these teams have had their chance. Whale, you can see chasing for that demo, trying to make Spoods awkward in that rotation. Jaywiz looking for another one. Double commits from St. Clair will make them scramble a little bit for the ball. With a nice strong clear, Spoods full tank of gas. What do you got for us? You got the redirect. No, Jaywiz gets the save.
Yeah, so many great chances back and forth. This is like the most, I guess, high-paced 2 minutes we've seen maybe of the entire day so far. Coming down to that overtime, I mean, Oakland, this is a CCA run. This is not just no man's land. You want to keep that winner's bracket run alive. You need to rack up those CRL points. Try to sneak into that LCQ. Make as much standing as you can. Jaywiz trying to be the one to knock that goal and not going to find anything. Now the chance for the counterattack. Ramen is at least going to gather possession. Going to steal away that full boost too. Roz, next one up to play that ball away. Quint off the midline now has some space. Can he make anything happen though? Whale once again trying to shut things down.
You can see St. Clair, I think they're starting to run out of ideas a little bit. Even though they have the space, they're just not as mechanical proficient. Still, Jaywiz will be pulling off a little bit. I think if we saw a bit more sauce, we might see it, but it might not matter. Spoods will be able to end the series in overtime, taking a swig of that big old yellow jug, and St. Clair will move on in winners 3-0.
Spoods, the most hydrated man in the Nexus as things stand, and he's finding that overtime winner. And the first ever CCA game on LAN for who knows the next how long when something like this can get set up. The Saints, the home field advantage turns out to be too strong. 2 games of overtime, though.
J-Cube's gave
the yellow card. Send him off. Down to 10 men. Look at Quint knows it's time. Down to 10 men go the Saints, but fantastic game. Great job by both sides. I mean, 2 overtime games. You can't beat the drama. Saints, though, you know, respectfully, as I stand here, happy with the 3-0.
Absolutely. Also, by the end of the night, if I don't see J-Cubed giving someone a red card, I'll be very disappointed.
Quint, if you get one more, looking out.
Is it 1 more or is it 2 more? I think it's 2 more.
I'm not a, that's like the one sport I'm...
2 yellows is a red.
I knew it.
Listen.
I played soccer when I was 10.
We're in North America.
Football.
Football. Hockey. Woo! All right, now, we are going to go back to our regular scheduled programming in the No Man's LAN. Now, we still have group stages left to be played. Of course, our last No Man's LAN match, which we did stream, was TMU versus York. But coming up next, we are going to have University of Windsor versus Durham College. Both fantastic programs, both with great teams, both with great players. And I think that's going to be very exciting. So we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to be having a lot more No Man's LAN action ahead of us. So don't go anywhere. This is the Saints Gaming Channel. We'll be right back.